What would be your best tips for making the world a better place?
Oh, I think definitely first thing might be look around you first. Wherever you are, whatever your topic of interest is, try to find small, meaningful steps in which you can contribute to that. And I think that operates rather than looking at the grand ideals of the highest level upon which it operates, focusing ground level at your local council, at your local neighborhood, the really meaningful changes you can start to make there, which will actually trickle up and more importantly give you a sense of what does change look like and how does one actually deliver on it. So I think that is also the first touch. And the second idea is maybe more around kind of humility and how does one do it, because I've struggled a lot around my impact. What will my impact be? And I used to kind of be obsessed around what's around maximizing that impact. We tend to be quite focused on numbers, would that be X number of lives or, days saved? It's just impossible, at least it has been for me, to really define that in any meaningful way. And at the same time, I want to have some form of a goal and an approach and a direction. And I had this quote that kind of I thought was really powerful, just by this Dr. Riemann in this book about death, actually. It's called The Five Invitations. But in this, she's quoted as saying, helping, fixing, and serving represent three different ways of seeing life. When you help, you see life as weak. When you fix, you see life as broken. When you serve, you see life as whole. Fixing and helping may be the work of the ego, and service the work of the soul. And it really resonated with me because I'd kind of always seen as my work being fixing and helping. And it was a reflection of my ego, of wanting to attribute success to myself, and service really being an approach around a direction that you try to do to match and align with your values is much more the work of the soul. And so I, let's say, measure and hope to measure my success more by how much I align by my values rather than necessarily any kind of clear targets. And I think then coming back to the question of making the world a better place, it's also around that are you approaching it in an approach and a belief and values that align with you and who you are, as opposed to are you having impact and are you getting to measure it.